Give me the thing. There we go. I kept trying to like grab my character sheet, but like the little things off to the left, it's like, oh, roll dice or measure distance. It just kept popping up.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Okay, we got that.
There's a way to calculate the great weapon fighting style into the damage equation, isn't there?
Yeah, RO less than 2.
RO less than 2. I think it's that simple. I will test it out here first, so I don't have a bunch of crap pop up. Okay, cool.
I shall be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. We'll try to wash up. I'll wake up a bit.
Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So it'd be this one and then not that one, this one. You think it's better to be good in a small variety of weapons, or just have one that you're really focused on?
That depends.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you're just
I mean-
using the one.
What role are you trying to play?
I want to mainly like
Know it.
have a bow with a spear with reach as a background. Like basically just stay away from the fight for the most part. But I like having the capability to swap between them if need be. Like, oh, hey, we're in a close space, I'm gonna use a spear instead. Or something along those lines, you know?
What are you thinking as far as a feat? Is that why you're saying this?
Yeah,
Or
because
as far as stats?
as far as a feat, because I was thinking of the feat that Crash added that lets you get a fighting style. I was thinking of grabbing Great Weapon Fighting from that. That way, even though it has a less of a chance to hit, if I'm using the spear, it will still probably do more damage.
You're careful with that sort of thinking because
Well, if you're using a
consciously
spear in one hand, it's not a great weapon.
yeah, you're going to lean more towards the option that does more damage most often. So that is going to affect how you play.
That's what I was thinking. I think having the spear as a backup option is good, but getting a feat for it would probably not be the best choice.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't like taking Agonizing Blast, even though it's a stupidly good cantrip if you have high charisma.
Yeah.
Because if I have that invocation,
They're
I'm
just
going to
useless.
cast Elder's Blast most of the time, and that's not why I want to play.
It's like, oh yes, I have +5 damage on each of these bolts because I have crazy stupid high charisma. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this all the time. Okay, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I won't get that.
But if it fits your character image, then go for it. If not, I mean,
Yeah.
do you want to optimize or do you want to have a thematic?
Yeah, that is a question. I think I could still use the spear. I just don't think I need to get a feat for it, if that makes sense. Just like
You
getting
could
a feat
also
would be nice, but I could
argue
also get something else.
how often
Yeah.
are you going to find yourself in a situation where you cannot use the bow?
I would say probably not terribly often.
Yes. And if you are in melee, you are going to have to drop your bow to get your spear out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also something you want to consider.
Very good point. So what's like a good bow feat then? I mean sharpshooter, obviously, but yeah.
The best bow feat is a fighting style.
Yeah,
Archery.
It's 10% hit chances, never anything.
Yeah, I already got that one. You know I picked that.
And then if you want to have that versatility, you could take Polearm Master.
That's also what I was debating. Because that gives you bonus
So then
actions to
you-
do extra damage as well, right?
You're truly good at both ranges.
Attack the same ability modifier as primary attack. Or wielding yabba dabba 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 dabba. Into your reach. Oh, when they enter your reach. Okay.
Huh.
So it's either Polearm Master, Great Weapon Fighting Style, or Sharpshooter. There's really one in between. Well, the thing is with the composite bow, the fucking range is bonkers. It's like 200 feet. So I don't think the disadvantage at range is really going to come into effect unless I'm shooting like a fucking mile out. 3/4 covers and that's good. And then the...
Man, you know what I just learned recently?
What?
Like when like archers were training, being able to shoot 600 feet was like a minimum requirement.
Oh, fucking metal.
Ooh.
Like they're recorded at like 1,500 feet shot.
Yeah, otherwise you're not good in war.
Like, and I'm just like, that's insane. Like I could only imagine how tired
Yeah.
they got.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they train very differently from modern archers, very differently, and because the draw weight on those medieval bows,
Oh god, it had to be.
Oh god, yeah. Like, the
it's
strength you need to-
massive. Yeah,
Mhm.
even a strong person today do not have the like. You have to train the specific muscle groups
back.
to be able to do that.
Mhm. Hello.
What is on about?
Now talk about bows and things.
About how the archery range for like medieval archers was not 600 feet. Like that was a bare minimum to just be considered competent.
Yeah, sounds about right. Those
Like-
boys had to shoot. I think it was either every
1,200
day
to
or every
1,500 was a better number for good soldiers.
Yeah, I got a huge drawway on those motherfuckers.
I couldn't imagine.
I think
Like-
they found a sunken English vessel, and they had some longbows there, which I think their average drawway is about 150. And I'm like, yeah, that's that'll kill a guy on a horse if you get a guy just right. So it doesn't ping off. Gotta get an angle.
Oh, wait a minute.
Heck yeah, Valorant released another freaking character. It looks like Sombra. Good to see they're still stealing stuff. Good to know. Good to know.
Let's see.
As is
It's a
traditional.
That
purple
is...
Mexican lady.
That is just Sombra,
Huh.
but like metal.
Mhm.
Yeah, purple Mexican lady. Yeah, same.
Does she have the same hairstyle? No, she doesn't.
Actually the same color.
Yeah.
Actually, the same color, same ethnicity too. Yeah, it's not even like they bothered changing the ethnicity or the color. They just went at it. Nice.
It's actually that copy my homework meme.
Yeah.
But don't make it
Don't
look too
Don't
similar.
make it look the same, dude.
Yeah, that's like that other game that was that free version of Overwatch. What was that called?
There's so
Paladins?
many.
Yeah,
There's
it was
Paladins,
like that.
Battleborn.
Paladins. That's it. Paladins. I remember that. Like everyone.
Oh yeah, where it had Reaper,
version
but
of,
not.
like. Yeah.
That Reaper dude, it's
They had, like,
I mean,
the
that's-
soldier and
Sure.
everything.
That's high res though. That's what they do. They
Yeah.
just steal people's stuff and copy.
Mm.
But then-
Although Smite was actually
Yeah.
What
about the other and occasionally make it better.
Yeah, I don't know if I've just read this and made it up somewhere in my head, but does Sorcerer's know Primordial, or have I just made that up?
that was in
I
Storm
can't find
Sorcerer.
Storm Sorcerer. Okay, because I couldn't find it in the book. And where I saw
No, yeah, that Craft is correct. That is Storm Sorcerer
Storm
specific.
Sorcerer. Okay, is that on top of the spells you already know, or is that just included?
It's on top of the stuff you already know.
Yeah, it's one of your ribbon features. Essentially, the fluff that makes you feel unique. Why you are a snowflake.
Such as Beastmaster
Oh, of
having
course,
expertise in animal handling.
Or Samurai knowing persuasion or insight or history or whatever that shit is.
An intelligence-based one, because they're intelligent.
No, it's more of I know how to work bureaucracy.
Anime titties expert. This man has spent years studying.
Oh,
Yeah, with that haircut, yeah.
Is that a wig? I hope that's not his actual fucking hair.
oh God, I forgot about that guy.
I really hope that
look at the pin.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I just like they spelled it as anime titties.
Titties. Thank you,
Oh,
TLC,
beautiful.
for showing us this wonderful art.
Wasn't there like
Alright,
a porn
who's done?
historian as well? Not me, I'm afraid.
anyone else not done?
I am
Yeah, I
working
just-
on it.
A decent change.
I'm just punching in health now, and some. I haven't rolled for gold or anything like that. Punched in some spells, that sort of thing.
Garth?
Ah, god damn it! I have to pick a favorite enemies. Shit. I
Yeah.
was thinking like, oh, it's not that bad, and I'm like, ah, shit.
So I think that is not done for all of you.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Yes, I apologize. Okay. There's a ton of stuff I've just realised I've missed as well, which is great.
Yeah, well, your elf stuff, you have about 3 features from Storm Sorcerer. You gotta figure out how Font of Magic works and pick your meta magic options, and then all your spells. All, like, 5 of them. And 4 cantrips.
You having fun with your revolver?
Yeah. I had the spell selection.
Anything else
and
doing?
all of the things I've written down beforehand. I just have to put them in my sheet.
Very well.
Do I not have it?
Okay.
I must have. Yeah, there it is. Thought so. Thought for some reason I didn't have a Tome of Beasts saved for some reason. Oh my god, it's every single fucking page.
Alright, you want to see something silly?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
+7 to hit. That's a big number for level 4, though. Oh, you have superiority there? What the fuck?
There's a Battle Master Maneuver.
Hell yeah.
Both rolls, though. Nice.
Shame it missed. I'm pretty sure that missed a
That's
civilian.
Probably.
Hey, it hits the broadside of the barn,
Are you sure about that one?
just barely. Actually, I think it misses that. It hits oozes.
If you're basing it off of the AC of a door, it misses the broadside of a barn. I think for some, it's like 10 for a door. 10 is like the base. If you're below that in AC, something went wrong. Says the person who had an 8 AC at one point. How many favorite terrains do I get at this point? It's like 1 or 2.
Oh, ignore
One.
that.
1. Coolio.
It's always 1 for both, unless you get humanoids as favorite adversary, and then you get to pick 2 humanoid types. Because we changed how it works.
Yes.
Before you get it at 6 and 10 for whatever. Now it's, did you learn about it?
I'm going with quicken and subtle for my meta magic's crush.
Very well.
I took the average for the sorcerer health and the warlock health.
Yeah, I figured.
What would be like common creatures that she would potentially interact with in like the Highlands or possibly Northern Twins?
Nevros,
Okay.
monstrosities, beasts.
Okay.
Insects.
Which
That
are
would
beasts.
categorize as a beast, yes. I am expert in this detail.
That's about it.
Okay, okay. So monstrosities are humans. Or beasts.
Remember that whichever you pick, you have a drive to kill them. So I expect that if you pick Nevros, I expect either some sort of serial killer status or racism. Or both.
It's something
Also, side note, Crash. The reason you see 2 second-level spell slots, it's 2 second-level spells on my spell list, is because at 3rd level I'm switching one of the previous first-level spells for a second-level one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't track that stuff too much. Like, I'm okay with it. Honestly, I don't read into the semantics of it too much.
Just being upfront.
Fair.
Oh, could you give me an NPC sheet so I can make a beast for the Beastmaster?
Oh, can I have one as well? Raven.
Yeah, sure.
I thought I had everything planned out. Now I'm struggling.
What's up?
Struggling on what?
To round out these last options.
Plus blank, plus blank, plus. Average for D10 is 6, I want to say.
So what? Average for a D10 is 6, yeah.
Okay, cool. What's that?
The agony is always in the choice. As we say.
Alright, slash roll 2d10. Oh, that's some crap health. Alright, let's go.
You get automatic max first level.
Yeah. That's why I only rolled 2, because it was like levels 2 and 3 I rolled, and then level 4 I just took the average, which I'm glad. Oh, and
Yikes.
also so it's... I mean, I have 4 or plus 4 cons, so hopefully that counters it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the average for every single level from now on, because that's a bad sign. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 6.
Win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm. That was like... You think I would have learned with Sandra how her rolls were almost always crap, besides like... One that
Well,
was
now
like
you know
high.
not to continue.
Yeah, one was high, and I think one was like the max on a die, but everything else was crap. I'm just like, okay. Hmm. There's not a... No, I already had this. Can't punch insane. So I just have to remember that it's disadvantage. Okay.
So we start with the equipment listed in underclass and background, and then we roll for level.
Mm,
Am I correct in that
Sorry?
assumption?
correct.
Yes. Okay, good.
There's a number of things I could be proactive in doing and asking you guys questions about, which I'll have to do inevitably anyways, but I'll
You're
save
tired
that
as
for later.
fuck.
Yeah, but my tiredness isn't going to go away by later. They're literally just sitting in my mind, and I'm just, like, trying to formulate the question itself, and then I give up about one word in. So, well, we'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
I'd say that might help me figure the rest of this out.
It's just...
What are you having problems with?
Well, I don't know with the racial feat and fighting style.
Right. Oh, racial feet. Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking like, yeah, go keen mind, and
If you
then
want.
that choice is making me debate like what second rune should I go.
Let's see. Keen mind, element. Okay.
Keen mind is pretty good.
North.
You memorize
Browse
stuff,
left.
you know which way is north, you increase
Yeah.
enter wisdom by one. Or
No,
something
that would
like
100% fit.
This is something mandatory.
Didn't you have like a two that you were debating between and you picked one?
I did, but now I'm second guessing it.
Porque no los dos. Are you second guessing it because like the save is just astronomically garbage?
Oh, it's but it would make it slightly better.
What is in a fight? What does your big bad Minotaur man do, anyways?
Tank.
Try not to die.
Valid.
Aren't we all? At the end of the day.
How do you say his name? Rietzi? Rietzi?
You'll have to ask Crash. Actually,
Ask me in
Rising?
5 minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
because it is a word that he told me.
It is a made-up language.
I have the pronunciation, I'm just too lazy to tell it to you, so give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
My assumption was rate Z, like or rate Z, rate Z.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be right Z or something, yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends. Gotcha.
Good God, no.
Lazy.
Raid Z. Okay.
Right
Z.
It's
So the
smooth.
Z sounds like a S or a C kind of noise. Interesting.
It's smooth.
Mm.
Like, it's not lazy. It's one word. Lazy.
Yeah, my tongue's retarded.
Right
so
Z.
I can't get there.
Your tongue stupid.
Right Z, okay.
No, like actually, I'm tongue tied.
Gotcha. What do you see?
No, it's not C, it's Z.
Z. Gotcha.
You see TZ pronunciations in a lot of Asian languages, some Middle Eastern ones. Russian has it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what languages do y'all speak?
Never in common. That's it.
So I think Fred, you speak Nevers too.
I do.
What about Kirsty's? Or do you not
I've
got?
put it down.
The elf?
To be fair, I've got them and they're like three, so I've got like Nevros and Primordial.
Well, if you're depending on what your background is, you might not know Nevros. You're an elf.
Okay.
You're
I
not
will
human.
remove that for now then.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know your guys' backstories entirely yet. You guys
honest, neither
just
do I,
sent
it's
me
like,
elevator pitches of them, and I'm like, all right, cool. Which is honestly what it all is. Like, you guys are basically pitching your character at me, elevator pitch style.
When asked to, not like the one guy that said you like, here's my 3 characters, DM me if you're interested.
Line him against a wall and have him shot. Yeah, can't read. Cut out his eyes. You're not using them. But yeah, my tyrannical aspirations aside, we'll get there someday. Yeah, like I don't know your guys' backstories. I have the rough outlines for some of you, but that's not the comprehensive thing. If you could summarize your backstory to me, like literally all your backstory, not summarize. If you give me your backstory into paragraph, I have a lot of concerns.
Yeah.
I got mine mostly fleshed out.
Yeah, honestly, like a page.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a fair understanding of mine. I don't have a ton of it written down. I have mostly like notes to myself written down.
Then you're gonna have to transcribe it. Then.
Yeah, I was working on that last night, but then I was like, I need to sleep.
I'm probably gonna change parts.
You
of
want
mine for
a
obvious
sound
reasons,
file
but-
or a text document?
Ooh.
You can put it in your character thing. So if you go hit your sheet, go to the
Bio?
edit. Yeah, go to the bio, punch it in there.
Alrighty.
That way I can access it mid-game without having to open up some external text document or something.
Very good point.
And also, you can access it just by pushing a button and be like, oh, hey, there's my whole backstory.
Would I be able to trade in, because Ranger starts with either 2 short swords or 2 simple weapons, would I be able to trade that in for a martial spear, or would that be too much?
You can trade those in for martial spear, that's fine.
Cool. Because, like, I was debating it, but it was like, they're all simple weapons, so I don't know.
Short swords aren't simple weapons.
They aren't?
No, they're martial weapons. Daggers are simple weapons.
Oh. Martial spear, like that. Well, that makes the debate much easier, man. NPC sheet can fill out
Let's
in
see.
a minute.
Alright. I need to get some.
I hope we don't plan
No
on
more
stealthing.
coffee?
No more coffee.
I'll be right back.
Alright, good luck. Godspeed.
Okay.
Alright. What kind of beastie am I playing with? NPC sheet. I'm leaning Direwolf, just because it's fucking cool, but also it's like,
Oh, that would be.
there's probably better options.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, a fucking bear.
Wolves are cool, but I also feel like they're sort of overused as well. So.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Or, where is the monster manual? Mordekainen's Tome of Foes and Vololfs.
They're overused because they're awesome.
Yeah, very good
I
point.
mean, you're not wrong.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
Saw it.
And
Hello.
most people misunderstand wolves too. They have these preconceived notions that really aren't true.
Such as?
Wolves being violent for one, or
Yeah.
hostile.
I feel like
They're
that's true
generally-
for a lot of
There's a lot of
animals. As long as you
movies
don't fuck
that-
with them, you're fine.
Yeah, they demonize them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because that's like they've been trying to reintroduce them into Highland for like decades, but nobody will like put up with it because they're just convinced it's gonna like murder